वेलकम गाइस। सेक्शन 1 में अपलोड कर चुका हूँ, उसमें थोड़ा साउंड की प्रॉब्लम थी और इसमें सेक्शन 2 देखते हैं इसको। These types of job are forbidden by law here. One word substitution for the forbidden. Regulatory, rare, illicit, dangerous. Forbidden, illicit. Illicit. I told my friend that she should ignore things like that in her life. Direct speech. I said to my friend that she should ignore things like that in her life. You should ignore things like this in your life. Avoiding excessive sugar consumption offers numerous health benefits. Firstly, it can help in maintaining a healthy weight and dash obesity. Escaping, preventing, triggering, maintaining. As higher sugar intake is linked to increased calorie consumption and fat storage. Healthy weight and preventing, triggering, maintaining obesity, escaping. Weight and escaping, preventing, triggering, escaping लग रहा है. Additionally, reducing sugar intake can lower the risk of type 2 diabetes by preventing spikes in blood sugar levels and insulin resistance. Additionally, reducing sugar intake can lower the risk of cracking, testing, manifesting, developing type 2 diabetes. Cutting down on sugar can also promote better dental health as it decreases the risk of cavities and gum disease. Livelihood, motherhood, childhood likelihood of cavities and gum disease. Moreover, avoiding sugar can lead to improved energy levels and mood stability by preventing the energy crashes and mood swings that often follow sugar consumption. It also reduces the risk of heart disease by minimizing the factors that contribute to inflammation and high triglyceride levels. Overall, making a conscious effort to limit sugar intake can have far-reaching positive effects on our physical well-being, helping us lead healthier, more restless, thoughtful, stubborn, vibrant, turbulent, thoughtfully vibrant, thoughtful, vibrant. Anthony, the boy dash his new coolers, flaunted, hid, reserved, opened, revealed. The opened, revealed, flaunted तो सेम हो गए. Reserved और hid में से. The boy flaunted his new coolers. The boy hid or reserved. Hid ही है. Incessant rains continue to wreak havoc in parts of Himachal Pradesh that have been witnessing heavy downpours for the past few weeks, resulting in damage to buildings and properties. The Indian Air Force helicopters are conducting rescue operations in flood-affected areas of the hilly state. As heavy rains continue to batter state, Himachal Pradesh CM said that over 800 people have been evacuated from low-lying areas of Kangra near Pong Dam in the Bias River. Indian Army columns have been deployed for flood relief operations in Simla, Fatehpur and Indore areas of the state. The death toll in rain-related incidents in the state has now risen to over 60. The CM also said that the state suffered a loss of around 10,000 crore. 5 to 7 houses had collapsed in Lalpani in the Krishnanagar area of Simla in afternoon following a landslide, on which CM informed that residents were evacuated earlier, fearing landslides. According to information by District Disaster Management Authority, Shimla, 7 buildings collapsed in the landslide and approximately 20 people were present at the incident site at that time, out of which 18 people escaped safely and 2 persons were trapped under debris. In another incident, a total of 13 people have been rescued so far from the Summer Hill area in Shimla, which was hit by a landslide. A Shiv temple in Summer Hill was washed away in the landslide that followed a cloudburst, officials said. Meanwhile, the Education Department had ordered closure of all schools and colleges in the state due to inclement weather. The Himachal Pradesh University has also suspended teaching activities in the rain-battered state. The main theme of the given passage is the devastation caused in Himachal Pradesh due to continuous rain over the past few weeks. Geographical location नहीं, the frequency of disasters occurring in Himachal Pradesh, the efforts of the Indian people. Heavy downpour है यहाँ पे भी है. Identify whether the given statement are true or false. The scene of disaster in the state of Himachal Pradesh has changed recently. ये तो कहीं नहीं है शायद पहली स्टेटमेंट तो. पहली तो गलत है. First is false. He said that the state has suffered a loss of approximately 20,000. ये भी गलत है. हाँ, ये 10,000 का दोनों neither A nor B is true. Which state authority has directed the closure of all school and colleges? ये पहले लिखा है. Education Department. Dash closure of all schools and colleges in the state due to inclement weather. Here, inclement means of all of the following except stormy, mild, rough, harsh. Mild. Odd है इन सब में वैसे. Antonym of criticize. Approve, condemn, arrange, censure. Approve हो जाएगा. The priest said to the boy, "May you live long." Indirect speech. The priest told the boy that he may live long. That he may. Said to the boy. Priest wished the boy that he may live long. The priest told may live long. Wished he had. Sure. A compound that prevents the growth of disease-causing microorganisms. Elixir तो नहीं, probiotic, antiseptic, antidote. A compound that prevents the growth of disease-causing antidote ही होगा. Antiseptic, probiotic. Antidote तो release someone from a duty or obligation. Almanac, plagiarism, sacrilege, exonerate. Someone from a duty or obligation. He was mostly in a jovial mood as he conducted a round of assessment. Jovial synonym, cordial, sad, tired, gloomy, cordial. You may ask for Varun's help to finish the task. He can help you out. Passive voice में Varun's help may be asked for by you to finish the task. You can be helping out by him. You can be helped out by him. Varun's help may be. तो यही है. Passage. One day, a very long time ago, some of the Nile people went hunting. They walked and walked in the bush, but found nothing. When night came, they were very far from home. "We must sleep in the bush," the chief said. We must find a good place to sleep. The hunters were not afraid to sleep in the bush, but they knew elephants, lions, and other animals sometimes killed sleeping hunters, and there were some bad people too in the bush. The hunters came to a place with big trees around it. They decided to rest and sleep on the grass. They did not make a fire and ate only some nuts which they carried in their bags. That was their supper. Then they went to sleep. All of them were tired. They slept soundly and did not hear anything. They did not hear that their enemies were coming nearer and nearer to them. But in one of the trees above the sleeping man, something moved and fell on the head of a young hunter. He jumped up and cried. A big python was on his head. The night hunter got up quickly and saw the enemies around them. A fight began. Soon the enemies ran away and that was the end of the fight. The night hunters came up to their chief to talk about the fight. What made you jump up? The chief asked the younger hunter. It was a python. He said, it fell on my head, but it did not kill me. Then the chief said, from this day on our people will never kill a python. That python saved our lives. Pythons will be sacred animals in our country. Even today the Naya people love pythons. If you go into their houses in the rainy season, you will find a python there. The pythons never harm anyone. They don't eat even the chickens. Synonym of the given word: tired, invigorated, unwearied, enervated, relaxed, unwearied, invigorated, enervated. Synonym of invigorated. They walk about. All of them were tired. तो इसमें से तो invigorated, enervated, mark for synonym quickly, fleetly, slowly, slavishly, lingeringly, fleetly. Fight. Antonym: pacifism, aggression, hostility, defiance. Pacifism. Sacred. Antonym: pure, protected, profane. The principal and the vice principal of the school has arrived for the inaugural function. Grammatical error. The principal and the vice principal of the school. दोनों अलग हो गए तो have arrived. Has arrived. Science has bestowed upon us an unparalleled boon, revolutionizing every facet of our lives. Science has bestowed upon humanity, Earth. It has bestowed upon humanity. Through scientific discoveries, we have gained a deeper understanding of the universe, unlocked its mysteries, and pushed the boundaries of human knowledge, health, longevity, beauty, knowledge, life-saving medical dash and improved healthcare have increased our longevity and enhanced our quality of life. Life-saving medical breakthroughs. Transportation and communication have become faster and more efficient, bringing less corners of the world closer together, nearer, wider, distant. Bringing wider, distant corners of the world. Additionally, scientific innovations have played a dash role. Pivotal, prudent, passionate, pensive role in addressing environmental for the sustainable practice to protect our planet. Pivotal, pensive, passionate, prudent. Take. Correctly spelled word. We are entertaining some dash of corals tonight. We are entertaining some colleagues. To go the whole 9 yards, most appropriate move to attempt to find some shortcuts to success, to completing its entirety, to go halfway. Error. As we continued on our way, I pondered many over this new discovery. As we continued on our way, I pondered most over this new discovery. I pondered much over this new discovery. I readily concurred him the view he had taken to declare bonus for the workers. I readily concurred him in the view he had. I readily concurred in him with the view he had taken to declare bonus for the workers. I readily concurred with him in the view he had taken. I readily concurred with him in the view. I will cook food before I will take a bath. I don't do the latter before the former. Grammatical error. I will cook food before I will take a bath. I don't do the latter before the former. I am excited to dash my new co-workers at the company's welcome lunch. I am excited to meet my new co-workers at the company's welcome lunch. India has time and again concerns over the widening trade deficit with other countries. Enraged, uplift, augment, motivated, raise concern. They have decided to meet the director of the company in order to have their heard. They have decided to meet the director of the company in order to have their sympathy, suffering, featuring apathy. Their sympathy, sufferings, featuring apathy. A fierce storm was the pirates when they were far away from the shore. A fierce storm was around the pirates, was towards the pirates when they were far away from the shore. Was upon the pirates when they were far away from the shore. Describe how you will say this should be tried. Instead, in active voice. This should be tried. Try this instead. Don't try that. Do try this. Try this instead. A hot potato. Dangerous and fatal. Controversial and difficult to deal with. A deep-rooted problem. A problem that can be changed. The sudden occurrence of a thunderstorm surprised everyone at the outdoor picnic. Incorrectly spelled. Sudden occurrence, thunderstorm, picnic. Occurrence. इसको करने बाद Emperor Akbar was in the habit of putting riddles and puzzles to his courtiers. Once he asked a strange question that confused everyone. It took much wisdom to answer these questions. He often asked questions which were strange and witty. बी तो आएगा सबसे पहले पक्का. बी के बाद ये दोनों पक्के हो गए. बी और ए. डी, सी और सी डी में बचा. Once he asked a strange question that confused everyone. It took much wisdom to answer these questions. तो डी पहले आना चाहिए शायद. बी ही often asked. ठीक है. Took much wisdom to answer these questions. ठीक है. and implemented economic and social changes with epic consequences. Chairman Mao defined this period of his rule as the Great Leap Forward. There are many to causes blame for it, natural disaster and the communist policies of Mao Zedong. From 1950 to 1962, China experienced a monumental famine that killed at least 45 million people. The pesto starting yes, they alleged that they had been present there. In 1994, five unnamed civilian contractors sued the Air Force and US EPA. The complainants alleged that they had sustained skin, liver, and respiratory injuries due to their work at Grove. When large quantities of unknown chemicals had been burned in open pits and trenches at Groom Lake, they alleged the complainants when large quantities in 1994. क्यों से स्टार्ट हो रहा है I managed they had been present there last they sell overpriced souvenirs to gullible tourists. Antonio, astute, credulous, trustful, foolish, prostitute. Appropriate synonym: seldom, frequently, often, rarely, frequently, regularly. Synonym: seldom, कभी कभार, rarely. Which of the following is the largest brackish water lake in Asia? Chilika, Pulicat, Vembanad, Bular. Chilika lake ही है. Who among the following freedom fighter wrote the book गीता रहस्य? बाल गोपाल. गीता रहस्य तो शायद गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले. ये बाल गंगाधर तिलक. इनमें से ही है कोई चलो. Who was the viceroy of India during the partition of Bengal? Curzon. One rank, one pension is frequently mentioned in the news. Employees of the public sector undertaking all central government employees, defense personnel, both central and state. One rank, one pension सभी की थी या डिफेंस की थी? डिफेंस तो पक्का थे. और चलो ये लगा देते हैं. वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे 5 जून को. Which of the following statement best describe the term Chilai Kalan that was mentioned in the news? It is the harshest winter period in Kashmir starting 30 December. ठीक है. It is a traditional firing pot used in Kashmir during hard winters. It is a dish made of lean mutton and flavored with. It is a type of Kashmiri dish called feather. Chilai Kalan. Chilai Kalan. शायद यही था. Who amongst the following became the first defense minister of India in 1947? Baldev Singh. Which among the following has been considered as the Magna Carta of English education in India? Macaulay's Minute, Woods Dispatch, Hunter Education, Sergeant Plan. Macaulay's Minute है शायद. The intertropical convergence zone is a low pressure zone located at the tropics, high pressure zone located at the tropics, low pressure zone at the convergence zone. यहाँ पे हाई प्रेशर होता है, लो प्रेशर शायद इक्वेटर पे. देखो जो भी है. Which of the following term means the management and protection of forests and afforestation on barren lands with the purpose of helping in the environmental, social and rural development? Urban forestry, agroforestry, social forestry, farm forestry. Management and protection of forest and environment with the purpose of urban, agro, social, farm. Then, which of the following ministry addressed the 5th ASEAN India Business Summit? Ministry Electricity, MSME, External Affairs or Women Development. ASEAN India Business Summit, MSME या ये Trackers, vessels, vessels is small thin walled sail with cellulose walls, long sail with pointed, long sail with very thickly in the position of one. Sail shorter and broader than trackings. Xylem fibers. Very thickly in the position of the box on the wall. तो डी अगर फोर्थ पर डी है तो है ही नहीं सी भी ए में से सी पता नहीं भाई which of the following statement is true about virus. Viruses are also microscopic but are different from other micro common elements like cold, influenza and most coughs are caused by virus. दूसरी तो सही है वायरस आर आल्सो माइक्रोस्कोपिक both लगा देते हैं. Which article of the Constitution of India gives states the power to grant reservations? 16(4) है या 2 है शायद 16(4) लगा देते हैं. Refers to the right to constitutional remedies. Article 32. Who is associated with the discovery of stethoscope? Godfrey Hounsfield, William Anthony Rennell Hennick, Zacharias Johnson. पता नहीं. Center has set up high-powered 9-member committee to review DRDO's activities, led by former principal scientific advisor to the government. Committee DRD के principal scientific advisor राजगोपाल चिदम्बरम के विजय राघवन अजय के सूद अजय पी सक्सेना. अरे भाई यही है शायद. Dimensions of Human Development Index is are long and healthy life, access to knowledge, decent standards of living. Human Development के long and healthy life, access to knowledge, decent standards of living. Human Development Index ये क्या क्या होता है? ये तो होता ही है सीख. एक्सेस टू नॉलेज भी होना ही चाहिए. लॉन्ग एंड हेल्थी लाइफ का पता नहीं. जेनेटिक कोड इज अ ट्रिपलेट कोड. ठीक है. जेनेटिक कोड इज अ कॉमन लेस एंड नॉन ओवरलैपिंग. ओनली ये लगाते हैं. The Rowlatt Act has been passed in 1918. चलो. This act aims in curbing the fundamental rights of the citizens. दूसरा तो है ही है सही. ये 1919 में आया था 18 में. पास हुआ तो 1919 में तो हुआ था जलियांवाला बाग. तो ये तभी के आसपास का है. 1918 में पास हो गया था ये. बहुत लगता है. Which article of the Constitution of India contains provision for the amendment of Constitution? 368 में है. कृष्णा the second largest east flowing peninsular river rises from. कृष्णा चलती है महाबलेश्वर से. बिंबिसार was succeeded by अजातशत्रु, उदयन, नागदशक, अनुरुद्ध. बिंबिसार के बाद तो अजातशत्रु ही आया था शायद. हाँ. Recently, Wolf 1069b was seen in the news. It is A or N. Exoplanet satellite robot space mission. पता नहीं. Which rating is issued by a High Court or Supreme Court when a lower court has considered a cause going beyond its jurisdiction. Prohibition. ठीक है. अब कितने रह गए? 10. 18. टायर्ड का. Invigorated. Enervated. इनमें से है वैसे एक. Invigorated क्या होता है? इसी को लगा देते हैं भाई. पैराग्राफ है, सिलेक्ट करना है जो मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट है. There was a young knight in the castle named Sir Roland, who was among those most eager for the battle. Roland hoped that he would be put in the most dangerous place of all so that he could show what knightly stuff he was made of. Most eager for the battle. He was a splendid warrior with eyes that shone like stars whenever there was anything to do in the way of knightly deeds. And although he was still quite young, his shield had begun to shine enough to show plainly that he had done bravely in some of his errands through the forest. This battle, he thought, would be the great opportunity of his life. They were not like those of other knights, but had been made by great men. तो ऐसा तो है ही नहीं. आर है या फिर क्यों है और पी भी हो सकता है. और तो है तो क्यों और एस क्यों है लगता ही है. गीता रहस्य बाल बता रहे हैं. गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले हैं. गोखले ही होंगे यार. One rank, one pension. Employees of public sector or central government employees the defense. इनमें से कौन सा होगा? One rank, one pension. डिफेंस पर्सनली लगा देता हूँ. ये वाली फॉरेस्ट्री कौन सी है? अर्बन तो है नहीं. एग्रो सोशल फॉरेस्ट्री होगा. 5th एशियन इंडिया बिजनेस समिट. एक्सटर्नली एमएसएमई पता नहीं यार. 57 भी नहीं पता. स्टेथोस्कोप किसने जॉनसन पता नहीं. विजय राघवन के सूद ही होगा शायद. 69 पता नहीं. इतना ही है. नेक्स्ट सेक्शन कंप्यूटर. In PowerPoint, which view allows you to rearrange, add and delete slides easily? Slide sorter view, normal view, slideshow view, outline view. 1 zettabyte of memory is equal to virus, phishing, malware. Conceal malicious code with seemingly harmless files or software. Attempts to trick user into revealing sentiments of fraudulent means. Self-replicating program that infects other files or system. 1 का C, 1 का C, 1 का C, 2 का B, 3 का B. Which command is used to create a new directory in Linux? mkdir cp mv rm. New directory in Linux cp mv. पता नहीं. The term TB is an indicator of which feature of the computer? Speed, number of pixels, storage. In a dash topology, all the nodes are connected to a single hub through a cable. Star, mass, ring. All nodes are connected to a single hub. तो सिंगल हब से मैस में होती है, स्टार में होती है, स्टार ही ला रही. That is the purpose of shortcut keys in computing, to perform common tasks quickly, to access advanced systems, to create files, to install. The memory size specification of a microprocessor is based on. Memory size specification of a microprocessor is based on RAM, ROM, EEPROM cache. The memory size specification. Which component of a computer system manages the execution of programs and coordinates the activities of hardware and software? Which component of a computer system manages the execution of program and coordinates the activities of hardware and software? CPU. Manage the following: close a document, Control W. Cut the selected content, Control X. 2C, 2C, 1A. Under the previous action, Control Z. Supercomputers are extremely powerful and fast computers. Who amongst the following is known as the father of supercomputers in the world? Charles Babbage, Bill Gates, Sept. Len Van Man. Connect devices within a single organization or location, limited to a small area. Covers a large geographic area, often span multiple cities or countries. तो 1 का A है ही नहीं, B और C में से लिमिटेड टू, तो 1 का B हो गया और वैन हो गया. वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क, मेट्रोपॉलिटन एरिया नेटवर्क, तो 2 का C. 2 का C किसमें है? इसमें है. 1 का B. ठीक है. 3 का कनेक्ट डिवाइस विद अ सिंगल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और लोकेशन. Microsoft PowerPoint has 3 main views. Which of the following is not one of the? Normal view, presentation view, slides sorter view. Slides view. Regarding SSL in computer networking, SSL works by encrypting the data. पता नहीं क्या है. LSI in computer stands for logical sequential integration, large scale integration, lateral sequence integration, limited scale. शायद यही है. What is the purpose of an operating system? To manage hardware for the computer, to manage software applications, to organize files and folders, all of the above. The shortcut key is used to cut selected text in most operating systems. Control plus X. Dash is a function that searches through a row or column for a key and returns the corresponding value from another row or column. Lookup. The function that searches through a row or lookup. Which feature in MS Word allow you to format text in different styles and sizes? Format text, font formatting, autographs. A monitor can be both input as well as output device. A printer is an output device. सही है. Correct होगा only 2. 17 तो बहुत है. Submit test. देखो कितने मार्क्स आते हैं. अरे यार, रीजनिंग में बहुत गलत हो गए. इंग्लिश में 4 अंक है. जी के तो ऐसे ही है. अरे यार ये